Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Wahconah Weekly. This week's episode will be a little different in that the majority of this episode was written and hosted by Video Club underclassmen. Today we will be covering the senior parade that took place not too long ago, the yearbook, both senior assembly and class night, as well as the plans for graduation and how the rest of online learning went for the school year. With that being said, let's get into this week's news.
On Sunday, June 7th, the senior class advisors and other students and staff members put together a parade to honor our seniors. This parade went through the town of Dalton, and people from all over gathered to celebrate the class of 2020. The seniors drove their cars with the Dalton Fire and Police departments. It is disappointing that we have to say farewell to our seniors from a distance of at least 6 feet, but all we can do is keep our heads up and hope for better years to come. The parade was a very nice way to give the town one last chance to celebrate with our seniors before they graduate and move on to bigger things. Additionally, Mr. Pike sent an email not too long ago to all the seniors to send out their senior quotes and vote on those superlatives. The superlatives have been decided upon, and seniors have been asked to send in a picture if they won any titles such as Class Clown, Most Likely to Become a Filmmaker, Best Dressed, Most Likely to Become a TikTok Influencer, Most Artistic, etc. The yearbook is a fun item to have to look back on all the great memories from school, and flipping through it can bring back fond times and leave you with a sense of nostalgia.
On Thursday, June 4th, a virtual form of Senior Class Night was held in order to award some of the members of the class of 2020 with awards for achievements they have earned throughout their high school career. The ceremony opened with an introduction from the principal, Mr. Rob, followed by a speech from Anthony Coviello, the vice president of the class of 2020. Many awards were given to the senior class members by a variety of presenters, including teachers, local business owners, and family members of those who the awards were dedicated to. The ceremony closed with a final speech from Anthony Coviello in order to wrap up the presentation. On Friday the 5th, a virtual presentation of Senior Assembly was held as a farewell to the graduating seniors. This presentation was themed around zodiac signs and included many segments, including a keynote speech from the principal, Mr. Rob, titled The Hill, where he spoke about the hardships of life and compared it to the hill he ran when he played football, and another segment where a picture slideshow showed many of the seniors' enjoyable moments from their high school career. Other notable segments included skits showing crude caricatures of some members of the senior class performed by members of the staff and the junior class, as well as segments where the seniors had the opportunity to dance with their parents and guardians and the opportunity to give them letters they wrote for them. The class of 2020's graduation is planned for July 25th, with the rain date being July 26th, and will be taking place on the football field of Wahconah Regional High School. Due to the COVID-19 situation, major precautions are being taken in order to ensure the safety of everyone attending the seniors' graduation. A mask will be required for all attendants. However, this may vary for children up to 5 years of age, but they are strongly discouraged from attending the event along with the elderly, who are particularly vulnerable to COVID-19. Graduates will be asked to stay at least 6 feet apart when going to receive their diploma, and will retrieve it from a table where it will be placed for them to collect one by one. These graduates will not be able to shake their presenters' hands. However, we have the utmost confidence that Mr. Rob will come up with a creative way to continue that tradition. Once all of the members of the class of 2020 have received their diplomas, they may all turn their tassels, signaling that they have graduated from high school.
Since the beginning of April, students at Wahconah have been partaking in online school, where students meet with their teacher every class rotation, along with receiving various assignments. Although this has been a lot different from what a typical school year would see, it has been going well. It has, however, been more difficult to communicate with teachers as students are not in class every day like normal. Overall, it has been a completely different experience compared to normal school, but students have still been able to learn from their assignments, and teachers are doing their best to work through the unfamiliarities as well. Every year, towards the end of the school year, the 8th graders from the district, including Nessicus and St. Agnes, typically come and take a tour of Wahconah, see what it's all about, and learn some information about what their school year will be like. But because of the current situation involving COVID-19, Mr. Rob and colleagues have put together a virtual experience for this. It starts out with a video intro by Mr. Rob, which then transitions to a message from Mr. Messina. It then goes to Mr. Anderson with a PowerPoint with some information about their future at Wahconah. As usual, it will include a panel of students, this year including Patience McPherson, Dominic Scalise, and Paige Traeger. It then concludes with a closing from Mr. Robb.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Wahconah Weekly. We once again apologize for the unconventional format of this episode, but due to the spread of COVID-19, we have recorded our episode remotely. Despite the current situation that we are all in, we still wanted to keep you informed about the events at Wahconah. As usual, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Dalton Community Television YouTube channel to support Wahconah Weekly. We have our various social media pages linked in the description, so you can stay updated, and you can also suggest stories for us when we return by using the survey in the description as well. This has been Aiden, Maddie, Alex, and Julie bringing you Wahconah Weekly. We hope you are all staying safe and healthy, and thank you for watching.